everyone, my name is Savannah and welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today we're going over Prehistoric Kingdom's most recent update, Update 10, which actually just launched probably about 30 minutes or so ago from the time that I'm recording this. So today, brand new update. We've got lots of good stuff. So we're going to jump in and take a look at everything that is coming. New pieces, new species, this gorgeous new map, which is what we are starting on. So let's go ahead and get started. As I mentioned, this brand new map here, as I zoom out, you can see we have some beautiful landscaping. This is, of course, the boreal biome based in Canada. And we even have some new foliage that you might actually see scattered throughout here. But I absolutely love that Prehistoric Kingdom gives us this absolutely gorgeous map to start with some terrain, with some water, all this landscaping. I think it's great. It is definitely much more inspiring to look at this than to look at a blank map. Absolutely love the gorgeous snowy mountains in the background. Can't say enough good things about this biome. It's beautiful. And then, of course, to match this beautiful new biome, let's go ahead and jump over and take a look at all of the new pieces, build pieces that are coming with this update. I went ahead and laid a bunch of these pieces out. So we're going to start with the building stuff. So the grid-based walls, the arches, we have some columns here. We do have some roofing. So we basically have two main new sets. We have a stone set and we have a wooden set. We also do have a third kind of thatched roofing or a grass roofing that kind of goes with this wood set. And then obviously a stone roof that goes with the stone set. I just kind of put it over there because I wanted it to be a little bit differentiated between the two. But yeah, starting off with these, I was very excited to see this. I love the details of the logs kind of popping out through the top of this on both of them. And if you know me, you know how much I love a thatched roof. So I'm very excited about this. These, of course, are all changeable, just like any piece in Prehistoric Kingdom. Once you place it down, you can actually filter through whichever color you want it to be. And of course, still recolorable. We can make that thatched roofing any color that we want, which is just so exciting, so customizable. I absolutely love it. We have the grass one, like I said, and then the stone one, of course, is recolorable as well. You can't recolor the grass, but that, makes sense. It's grass. So those are our roof pieces. And then same thing with the walls, right? So if you click on the wall and you want to change it, you can just kind of flip-flop between these two once it's already built, or you can go back and change it to modern or basic or whatever other theming that you want. But essentially, we have all the pieces that you know and love in the stone set. I love that it's not exactly a perfect arch when it gets changed to the stone. And then you'll also notice that this stone wall is not actually flat either, which is something I'm a huge fan of. It just gives it so much detail and a little bit more realism, right? So if you look at this sideways, you can see it actually does come out from the side, which does make a difference when you're actually putting objects and stuff on it, like decorations and whatnot, which we'll see in just a minute down the line once we get to more of the decorative pieces. But yeah, big fan of this. All recolorable as well. We have a nice stone door with like a little itty bitty stone handle. I think it's great. We have some new fences, which I just, oh my goodness. This one in particular, I'm going to be using so much. Of course, all scalable, recolorable. I do like this one as well, but I think I would personally use this one, making some bigger posts on either side and kind of using it as the middle piece, but still great. Could make even like a wall or something out of this. I think it's fantastic. We have the wood log set, which is just like a staple, right? Such a staple for zoos or prehistoric parks. In this case is what we're building. Absolutely love it. Love the door with the handle that's not exactly straight, kind of curvy and wonky there. Absolutely love that. We have all the same pieces that you know and love with this as well. I mean, if you open up this panel down here, you can see all of these pieces come in these variants here. So you can pick out whichever ones you want and you just you just place them and you just build. So love the little framing on like the windows and the archway as well. Gives it some nice detail. So those are like our gridded pieces. These are not gridded, but all of these ones back here, the walls and stuff are all gridded. Moving on to some more decorative style pieces. So we also got some beautiful log pillars and some stone pillars. Really like that these are square stone pillars and not round stone pillars, which is awesome. Love kind of the birch coloration on this one, but I love like this kind of more raw, like twisted wood. Just amazing. I think these two things are going to be big staples in my builds from here on out. We of course do have some arches for them as well. A little bit of rope detail around that one, which I think is pretty cool. So really cool to have those. I'll move through here first. So this is what I was talking about. So we actually have some cave painting decals, which is pretty cool. But putting them on the stone wall, you can see if I actually, here, I'll do this. If I actually take both of these and slide this forward, it does interact with the wall being not flat, basically. So I was just lazy and I didn't want to take the time to like align these to the actual wall. But yeah, the wall does actually make a difference when you put decals or decorations or things on them. But how cool are these cave paintings? Super cool for signs, information, or just decoration. I think they are fantastic. They're so cool. Love them. Love just the generic paw prints over here. Yes, the mammoth. I love it. I'm thinking like Ice Age, right? When Manny looks at the cave paintings, he gets very sad about his family and, you know, all that kind of stuff is the first thing that popped to mind when I looked at these. So I think this is just fantastic. Moving on, we have some like fur pelt kind of styled items, which is really cool. We have this big wall panel, smaller wall panel, which actually could be used really well for like a fence. If you were to duplicate this and do side by side, I think that would be pretty cool as a decorative fence. Obviously not going to hold any dinosaurs back, but as a decorative fence, I think it would hold some people back. We have this beautiful archway, this pillar here. We have another like arch kind of roof style one here, a triangular one here. I just think they're so cool. And like the detail of underneath versus the top, right? All the rope holding them in place. I love the speckled ones. It's like, what, like a deer or something right here? It's great. The detail on these pieces is, you know, what we've come to know from Prehistoric Kingdom, what we know and love from them. And it's amazing. Moving on to some smaller detail pieces here. We have a nice little campfire. Love the pots and pans and things. A little fish trap, a boat complete with some oars. Love it. We've got some fish drying out on a rack. We've got some pelt drying out on a rack as well. Some little tools, knife, and what would this, like an axe, right? So really cool for like a diorama setup or an informational section, you know, just some decorations along your guest path or like in an exhibit out front in like the viewing area, you know, for like a mammoth or something like that to go along with like, you know, as prehistoric animals, prehistoric humans, you know, I don't know, stuff like that. Really cool. Like a whole Ice Age themed exhibit. And then we got rope. Love rope. Love this. We do have some rope already in the game, like rope pieces. So this is just some more decorative stuff. Love it. We have some moss covered rocks, which is pretty cool. Moss and like grass covered rocks. These are pretty cool. I don't know how much I will use these, but I do tend to say that and then I end up using something quite a lot. So we'll have to see. Moving on to rocks, my favorite rocks, and then like stalagmites, stalactites kind of thing. These are really cool. They're like, is it like basalt that like forms in this way or something like that? I don't know. Regardless, it's just a really cool texture and pattern and model for a rock. Of course, always scalable. So you can see you can make this huge and it would make a really cool backdrop for an exhibit, I think is what I want to use it for right off the bat. Seeing that, I think it's gorgeous. Obviously still recolorable. Let me get out of all that so we can see our pieces. We have some awesome stalagmites, stalactites, however you want to use them. Obviously, you can flip all of these upside down, stick them to the ceiling, and they might become stalactites, but right now they're just stalagmites. And funny how I remember that, and this is a total aside, is that stalagmites might reach the ceiling and stalactites have to hold on tight so they don't fall down. So that's kind of how I remembered, and hopefully I got that right and I'm remembering them correctly. But that's kind of how, when I learned, you know, about these thingamajigs, that's how they work. Anyway, here are some that have completely, you know, touched together, up and down. Really, really cool. I don't know what I guess you would just call these columns or pillars, I guess. Anyway, if there's a special name for them, do let me know. Actually, I could probably click on them and see what they're called. Maybe not? Maybe not? Does it not tell me the name of the object here? I won't look too long, but I'm just curious. What is this? Rock stalagmite column. Okay, there you go. Column. That's a stalagmite. Great. Okay, anyway, moving on from that aside and that tangent, let me get out all this again. We have two new rock shapes, basically, so that's really I'm sorry, three. There's another column hidden behind here. Three new rock shapes, which is pretty cool. Love the detail on those. And then moving on to, last but certainly not least, new landscaping, new foliage. Now, the patch notes for update 10 said 21 new pieces, and I'm guessing a little bit on these because when you go to the foliage in the menu and you click the boreal forest, it just comes up with everything. And I know some of them were already in the game because it is a biome that's already existed. But we got some little mushrooms. Look at how cool these are. Love them. Some grasses, which are a little hard to see on this ground texture, but you can see they're just kind of some puffy grasses. We've got lots of low-lying shrubs, some with some flowers. We got a dead one, and then we've got all different colors, which is really, really cool. I'm seeing like fall-themed, fall-themed exhibits, fall-themed zoos, stuff like that. Really love this. And then a generic just green one over there. And then, of course, we do have some trees, these skinny little trees. And then what the heck are these things called? I thought when you clicked on it, it would bring up the name here, but I guess not. We can go down and figure out where the heck they are. These are the Boreal Scots Pine here. So you can see that we have 4 different versions of that, and that is the 4 different versions that I have out here for us to see. 3 different sizes, and then also a one that's not doing so great, a dead one. But I do love the fact that, you know, because these are scalable, right? You could take this one and make it this same size. So for me, the fact that we have, it's a little hard to see them, against the background of that. I'll try to look at them this way. That way they stand out against the background. For me, it's not the fact that we have 3 different sizes, but just 3 different models, right? Because this one doesn't have foliage that goes down quite as far. This one has leaves and stuff that go down a little bit further, and then all the way down to here. So you get just 3 different variations. Even if you want to make these all the same size, they still look like 3 different trees. And I love that. Love it. So yeah, there you go. There are all of our pieces that have come with the Stone Age. Hopefully I am not missing anything. But now for the meat and potatoes of the update, we've got some new animals to look at. So let's go ahead and jump into the hatcher first and take a look at our first ones. All right, we're starting off with Elasmotherium first. We can see we have this first color, Menhir? Is that how you say that? I'm gonna butcher it. I know I am. We have male and female. There's not really any coloring differences. The female's just a little bit smaller than the male. But they're so funny looking. They're so cool. So we do have this Elasmotherium here, as well as this one. Is that chiseled? With the shorter horn on the front there. That's our male. That's our female. Again, females are just slightly smaller. These are our 2 Elasmotheriums. And then we also have Sinocerium. So Sinocerium is going to be in the same menu. When you go out to this main menu here and you click on Elasmotherium, you're going to be able to select Sinocerium from here as well. It's not its own tile. So if you're looking for it, we'll do something similar with the cave lions as well when we go to look at them. But here is our Sinocerium female and male. Again, just female is slightly smaller than the male, but these look so good. The textures and patterns on them, they of course are still procedurally generated when you bring them out of the hatchery, so the chances of color variations very, very high. You're never going to really get two that look exactly the same, which I absolutely love that. If you're playing in challenge mode, you can see their little needs down here. I have yet to play in challenge mode, but if you do, again, that's their needs. Going into the game here, we can see them running around because this is what we want to see, right? Them moving and walking all over the place. Nigel might talk if I click on one of these guys, so if he does, I'll be quiet so that we can hear what he says. But if not, I will keep chatting. So I'm going to go ahead and click on one of these guys first. So this is our short-horned Elasmotherium. You can see him drinking right there. And of course, in update 10 as well, there is updates with their movement, all the animals' movement throughout their exhibit. So they shouldn't run into each other so much. Their pathfinding got updated so that they'll know other animals are around. So that is our one Elasmotherium. We also have our longhorned guy. Where did he go? There's some in here somewhere. There we are. Longhorned guy. Look at this shaggy fur. Love it. So, so cool with his huge horn out the front. That pointy little lip, just like modern day rhinos have. I love it. It's great. These guys move really, really well too. With the way that their model moves and runs around. They seem to be like always in a hurry to get places, but we always have our, have our Sinocerium here, the one that doesn't have all the fuzzy hair all over it. And correct me if I'm wrong, but these are just subspecies or very closely related species. Are they technically two different species, Elasmotherium and Sinocerium? Let me know down in the comments because that's not something that I know the answer to, and I failed to look it up before I started this video. But yeah, so if you check them out, oh, look, they're having a nap. Look how they lay down on their sides with their little feet kind of tucked up. That's really cool. Very cute. Yeah, I was going to say, as you watch them kind of walk around, see how he kind of navigated around this napping one? Love the updates to their pathfinding. I have been watching them for just a little bit, and I do find it very much improved. It's a very good quality of life update for these animals, making them so they don't run through each other quite so much. He kind of did, and then so, still not absolutely perfect. However, the devs did mention that they didn't want to make hitboxes too big. So there still might be some clipping between heads and tails and things like that, which I personally am okay with. I don't want their hitboxes to be so big because I want them to be able to navigate things that I build for them without making them overly large and stuff like that. So I'm definitely okay with that. So yeah, there is Elasmotherium and Sinocerium. And now we're going to move on to my very favorite, if you know me, my very, very favorite animal here is a lion, and we have Panthera. So starting from the top here, this is Panthera. Is it Spelaea? Spelaea? Is that how you say that? That's this one here, and you can see the color is spear. This is our male, and this is our female. Female obviously lacking that mane around the neck and the shagginess on the belly. These guys are beautiful. I can't put into words how excited I am about Panthera coming to the game. But there's the coloration spear. And then we also have arrowhead, which I like even more because we've got these spots on the body. How cool is that? So that's our female. This is our male, again, with a little bit of a mane shagginess around the neck. And then the female does not have that. I think the models look fantastic. And then moving on, just like we had Elasmotherium and then Sinocerium, we have Panthera spelaea, if that's how you say that. And then we also have Panthera atrox? Atrox. Is that how you say that one? So again, I believe this one would be like a subspecies, correct? Because it's still Panthera. It's just a different one. This one's my favorite. Hands down, my absolute favorite. Here's our male. I love the color patterns on this one. The puffiness on the tail, so cute. And then we have our female, obviously without any mane or anything like that. How can you not love this? Such a beautiful animal. Such a beautiful animal. And overtaking my favorite, it was Smilodon. Now it's Panthera, but then Smilodon is still second. Very, very cool. Let's move over to see them walking around in the exhibit. And then same thing, I might click on these guys and Nigel might start talking. So we'll see what happens. Maybe not. Okay, great. That's awesome. So we have this guy here. Is this a special one? It's not. It's just a dark coloration. Look at how beautiful. Flicking the ears, shaking the head. These guys move around really, really well as well. But yeah, all procedurally generated. So you can see that even amongst the same patterns, we have some slightly different colorations here between them. Oh, did you hear it roar? I might have been talking. Oh, look, they're swimming. I didn't put deep enough water for Elasmotherium to swim, but these guys are swimming. Very, very cool. You're a very speedy swimmer. Very cool. Oh, look at this one. What a cool pattern. That one's not a special one either. That's just a variant. Look at him run. Oh my gosh. So very cool. Yeah, you know this is what I'm building for next, right? These guys are getting an exhibit as soon as I possibly can because they deserve it, and I just want to watch them all day long. All day long. Let me actually let's make some more of them and see if we get any special colorations like the melanistic or the melanistic or leucistic or albino. All right. Oh, we did. Oh, what a lucky. Okay, so here we go. We have an albino one. Wow. Oh, excuse me, sir. Look at its eyes. Oh my gosh. So as of right now, its name is Matthew. As of right now, the only way to tell that they are a special variant is because their total appeal will be higher than their base rating. I do believe that in the future, they will be adding like a actual text on the screen to tell you what variant it is, just for extra confirmation. But oh my gosh. So beautiful. Let's do it again. I really want to see if we get more, and then we'll do this with Elasmotherium as well. But let's see what we get. Oh my gosh, we're so lucky. Let me finish placing all these. Here we go. We have a melanistic one. Wow, look at its eyes. Such pretty animals. I'm obsessed. But even still, looking like all these guys are normal ones, you can see just the variance in the coloration from the ones that I just placed down. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's give Elasmotherium the same treatment. I don't want to play favorites too much, right? Let's do the fuzzy one. Fuzzy one, and we will select them all, place them down. It's funny because I actually just did this before I recorded and I didn't get any special colors. It doesn't look, maybe this one? No. It doesn't look like we got anything special on that go. Let's do one more round, and I won't do this for too long, but I'm just kind of curious to see if we can get an albino or a melanistic or a leucistic version of this guy. No, doesn't look like it. Oh my gosh, look at how many we have. This is a very crowded exhibit now. This one I keep thinking is, because he's just He's so dark. So I don't actually think he is because the base appeal isn't any higher. But yeah, such variant between just the same colorations in the same animals. But yeah, there you go. There is everything in Update 10. Let's zoom out and take one more look at this beautiful map here. Love the landscaping. Love the river coming down from this side, going all throughout the map. We've got a little bit of snow and rock over here. Just absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And lastly, of course, there were some quality of life updates, and there are full patch notes up. If you want to see those, head over to either Prehistoric Kingdoms Discord or their Twitter. You can check out the full list of additions, new features, and then, of course, those bug and game fixes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying, want to see more Prehistoric Kingdom, the best way to let me know is to leave a like on the video and comment down below. And of course, hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. And until next time, I will talk at you in the next video. Bye!